Hey guys, what is up? My name is Kaylee, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do a tag video today. I haven't done a tag video in a really long time. I mean, it's probably not that long, but it feels pretty long. And I've been tagged twice by Cody over at Cody's Book Corner and Lori over at Lori and Thomas. I'll have them linked down below. Both tagged me and I thought it was a really fascinating tag because it's not necessarily about books, it's about Booktube specifically. It is called the Booktube Real Talk tag. I figure I can weigh in. I finally hit 500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. 500, I had hoped I'd see this day. Didn't think I would, but here we are. I appreciate each and every one of you. And so I'm gonna weigh in, I guess, on some Booktube questions. The tag was originally created by Alyssa over at Books with Alyssa J. I will also have her link down below with the original video. And without further ado, let's get into it. Question number one is something that nobody told you about Booktube before you started your Booktube channel. And the obvious one is how much time and effort it takes to do. Booktubers put in a lot of man hours, both in preparing to film, in literally physically preparing to film, filming, editing, and then reading, obviously. But I think that that's going to be like the very common answer. So what I will say is that no one really talks about, until you're in it, I think, how hard it is to socialize and network, both for channel growth and for friendship, because there are just so many of us that it's hard to get close to tons of people. There are tons of channels I wish that I could watch more regularly. I watch a lot more Booktube than I spend time commenting, I should say, because I do it when I'm doing chores and around the house and stuff, because it's the only time that I have to spend watching YouTube. So you don't really hear about it until you're actually in it, just how hard it is to network, basically. It's great that Booktube is so full of people, and I've met some really great people through Booktube and through getting to know them on Book Twitter, but it's difficult and it's time consuming. Question number two, that's four, is what is your opinion on typical Booktube videos such as hauls and TBRs and wrap-ups? Those are my favorite kinds of videos. That's exactly why I started the video. I am creative in different ways than making videos that are unique. I write. That's about it. That's where my creativity ends. So coming up with ideas for my Booktube channel isn't really what I started my channel to do. I primarily watch typical videos, so I love wrap-ups, I love TBRs, I love hauls and library hauls, and I watch tag videos because they usually have to do with books. But when it comes to the creative new things, I actually tend to watch those last, skip them entirely. It's not what I started a channel or started watching Booktube so long ago for, so they're my favorites. I'm not looking down on anybody who does creative stuff because I think that's awesome and everyone should do what they want to do with their channel, obviously, but it's just not my favorite. So typical YouTube, Booktube channels are videos. Typical Booktube videos are what I prefer to watch and film. Question number three is what is an assumption you had about Booktube before you started your own channel, and was it proven correct or not? I don't really know if I had an assumption, honestly. I just kind of went into it. I'm trying to think. Nope, I had no assumptions about how much work it would be or how fast growth would happen. I didn't assume anything. Nope. I don't really have an answer for this. Like, I guess I assumed that I would meet new people that shared commonalities with me, which is clearly going to happen because we're all a bunch of readers and it breeds the same kind of person a lot of the time. So I guess there's an assumption and it was proven true. I thought I'd make friends and I did. So that's a really good assumption to have, I guess. Question number four is what is something you've done that has actually helped your channel in its growth? Make videos and upload. Join readathons. Readathons are a big one. Do some kind of like collaborative piece, even if it's a small thing, that helps. And just reach out to people on Twitter, make friends with people who you think you'll actually have a friendship with. Don't just reach out randomly and hope. If that makes sense, like, don't waste your energy if there's no energy to have between the two of you. Like, that's basically it. Join readathons, get involved in the community, make friends. That's how I've grown. Obviously, I'm not like a huge booktuber and I haven't grown exponentially, but 500 is nothing to scoff at, obviously, and that's how I've done it so far in the past 6 months I've been on Booktube. Number 5 is, what's a common mistake you've seen new booktubers make or that you yourself made? I didn't make this mistake, but I do see it happen sometimes where, and I'm sure everybody's gotten this at some point, a commenter basically comments to say, hey, check out my channel. And it doesn't just stop at Booktube, like that's just a YouTube thing, and it's not just YouTube, it's anywhere where your growth and your success relies on having people subscribe to you or like your content. You're going to have people come in and kind of, it's sort of like spamming, but like the one for one. I'll like your stuff if you like my stuff. A lot of the times it's going to fall flat. I mean, maybe it's successful sometimes, but I never ever check out channels that come in and say, hey, come check out my stuff. Same thing goes on Instagram. Like, it's just kind of a shisty thing to do to other people, because you're basically saying, like, I don't care about your content. I want you to come check out mine. Not the way to go about growing yourself, in my opinion. Question number 6 is, what are your thoughts on working with publishers and sponsorships? I say go for it. The only stipulation to that is be genuine about it. Like, I don't want to see channels that are perpetuating books that they haven't even read yet. Cool, like, you do you. Your channel is for you, but I'm not gonna subscribe to somebody who I can tell hasn't read what they're promoting, or are just taking partnerships and sponsorships because why not, instead of it being something they're actually passionate about, because you can tell when someone's passionate, and if you're not passionate, then what's the point? But otherwise, as I've said time and time again, your channel, your life, you make your rules and do as you please. And finally, question number 7 is, do you think Booktube is dying? No, I don't. I think that there's like thousands of new channels every week, and I think that's amazing that people are so into reading and that they want to have a place where they feel comfortable and confident and can discuss something that they love so truly and deeply. And no, it's not dying. I'm glad it's not dying. It's almost on the brink of oversaturation, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I'd rather there be millions of channels than like 20, you know what I mean? So no, it's not dying. I think it's not just beginning either, but it's pretty solid. Finally, number 8 is to tag people. I didn't pre-plan this, so literally, if you want to do this, do it. Jade at Jaded Reader, Lacey at Lacey Deval, Amanda at The Naughty Librarian, anybody who wants to do it. I just threw some names out there, but if you guys are feeling it and interested in this tag, go ahead. I will have those channels linked down below just for you to follow if you haven't followed those people before. They are great individuals. That's it for me. It was a short and sweet tag, but it's been a while, so I figured, well, why not do it? I only had a couple thoughts, not too in-depth, but here we are. Guys, thank you for being here. Again, thank you so much for 500 subs. So appreciative. Love you all so much. Go ahead and like if you like this video, subscribe if you're new here and want to see more content from me. I have all my social media links down below. We can link up on other platforms. I hope you're having a great day. I will see you in the next one.